G'day guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Simply Fit and the Road to Season A 2023 Bodybuilding Competition Update. So if you look back through the videos guys, my last update was 7 weeks out of the competition. We are now currently 2 weeks out. So it's getting to the crunch time for the team. So recapping on who I've got competing, I have Vicky, who is going to be doing women's figure in Elite Natural Physique in Adelaide on the 16th of April. I have Braden, who's going to be doing men's bodybuilding at Elite Natural Physique in the 16th of April in Adelaide. And I've got Brian, who's going to be doing Victorian A and B on the 23rd of April. Vicky will also be doing A and B in Victoria. So those three are the ones that are competing. And we'll just start off the update with Brian. So as I've said in the last videos, Brian's an online only client of mine. I handle his nutrition, help him with his posing. Anything to do with the competition prep, I help him with. So I'm happy to help with training. He's really good with his training. He's very good with the way he has been training leading up to the competitions. And the only thing that I've implemented for him is higher reps for legs towards this back end of the prep. So leg extension, sets of 25, squeezing the muscle and just getting that connection. So he's going really well. He is very, very conditioned at the moment. This is Harvey the dog.
A few moments later.
So yeah, Brian's going really well. He's really conditioned at the moment. His nutrition is right on point, and what we'll be doing with him is starting his depletion in 2 more weeks because that competition is, again, 3 weeks away for him. His posing's awesome. I've seen his routine. I can't wait to see that on stage. I can't wait to see his improved physique. He has put in a lot of work this prep, and probably, I think, I dropped about 6 kilos so far. So the thing with Brian is he stays in very good condition all year, so we didn't have to pull too much weight off him. It was just a slow drop and just keeping the food as high as we can and keeping the output as high as we can also to get the results. So he's doing awesome. Braden. So Braden is right on 70 kilos as we speak. So yeah, 70 kilos is around about 1 kilo to 2 kilos heavier than where he was for season A last year in this time. We've looked at side-by-side photos, and his condition at the moment is comparable to what he looked like 4 days out from his last competition. So he's still got, as I said, 2 weeks. Condition's very similar. I'll put some pictures up of him beside me here. I had Braden on a 0 carb protocol for about 4 or 5 days. I've cycled his carbs throughout the prep. We've kept his training very similar to how he was in the off season, so heavy compounds and trying to get that upper body to catch his lower body. And I think the time he's put in and the effort he's put in is starting to pay off. So really happy with Braden. His depletion will start, same as Vicky, this coming Saturday. So today's Monday. They've got 5 days and their peak week depletion will begin. And that will lead us right into Sunday week being the competition on the 16th of April. So everything's on track for those guys, and they're just really, really good. So Vicky is a legend. So this is her very first competition ever. She's 58 years old. And she's always been athletic and, you know, always had a training base. But if you go back to June last year, Vicky had 5 bulge discs in her back. So pretty severe injury through her back, and you wouldn't believe it. She didn't do it training. She did it walking down the street and just slipping on a gutter. So as she stepped off a gutter, she jarred her back, and 5 bulge discs. So the doctors were saying her back's stuffed and she can't train and all this stuff. And you know, from there to now, we've continued to train. We've kept in the compound movements. We've done a lot of reverse hyper and hyperextension machine to try to stretch out the back. And just a lot of stuff has gone into getting the back rehabbed. And now look at her. So she started her prep 18 weeks ago, and she was right on 84 kilos. So Vicky's very tall, and she was 84 kilos in pretty good condition. And now, coming to today, she's 71 kilos. She might even be 70. I haven't spoke to her for a few days, but she's dropped at least 13 to 14 kilograms. And I would say in this week and next week, it'll be another 2 to 3 kilogram drop. And that's not going to be body fat, that's going to be the water manipulation in her body. So she might drop a little bit of body fat, but it's really just going to be water and just a carbohydrate manipulation. So Vicky has gone to Adelaide twice now and caught up with Terry Roberts, who does the posing in Adelaide for Elite Natural Physique. They do a masterclass every Saturday. Terry's been good enough to do an extra class with Vicky after the masterclass twice now, just to catch her up on the posing, get her more confident. Like I've said in the past, we do posing here on the weekends. We'll train together, usually have a posing session before we go home. But it's just good for females in particular to get another female who's in the same category as them or has been, to just give them the feedback that they are doing the right thing. Because even though I know the poses and I know the body, you know, the way the body's supposed to look for the girls, it's good to have another female say they're doing it right, and just to tweak little things like their hand position, foot position, pelvic tilt and all that stuff. So Vicky's seen Terry and she's really, really comfortable now in posing. I got her in a bikini about a week ago, and she looks fantastic. So I'm really happy to see Vicky on stage in figure. She'll be in novice, which is for the first timers. If there's an age category, she'll be in the over 50s, but then she'll just be in the figure open, and we'll see how she goes. So she's going to be very, very competitive, I'd say. She's got a very good shape. Her condition's very good. Once we deplete her and the water comes out and we get that last bit of definition through, add tan, shave the body down with the tan, she'll be awesome. So we'll see what that looks like on stage. Her routine is so good. She's practiced it so much. We came up with the routine about 3 weeks ago, and she's been practicing, because every time I see her, I get her to run through it, and she's nailing the poses for the music, and it's going to look really good on stage. And I just heard from Elite that they are giving away posing awards and coaching awards. So it's going to be a really exciting competition in a couple of weeks. And that's really about it. I won't go too much into everyone else's training. Everyone's going really well. We've got a really good team for Season B. There'll be myself and probably, I'd say, between 6 and 10 people competing Season B. So it's going to be a really busy season for the team. And everyone's just off to a really good start. And we're starting to get our minds around dieting for Season B now. So it's like 23 weeks from the first comp. So kind of getting the head around the start of the diet now and looking forward to getting into it. But don't forget, guys, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, leave a comment if you can, because it helps the algorithm push the video up higher in people's searches. Any questions, get hold of me in the comment section, or get me on Instagram or Facebook. Give me a message. I'm happy to answer anything. Anything to do with training, nutrition, what we do in the last week. You know, that last peak week is a lot of grey area for people, and people get nervous and try to do stupid things, and that's when they stuff their look up. So just give me a message. I'm happy to help. Everyone's got ideas, and I'm happy to share mine with whoever wants it. That's what bodybuilding is about. It's about sharing the knowledge you learn and learning from others. So don't forget, guys, until next time, keep flexing.